XRP to the moon, and we never coming back. I hope you got your bags packed. I got stacks on stacks. Taking over the world, send it around the globe. It's a marathon, not a little race. In the crypto space, make the wrong move, it's gonna melt your face. 3, 2, 1, headed way out of space. I'm about to eat my cake, knew it was fate. I had hella faith and you couldn't wait. You sold your bags at 20 cents. I've been buying cause it makes sense. Since 2017, thinking about XRP when I sleep, having the wildest dreams like buying up properties or some island suites with a few island treats and some new beats for some more XRP heat. Why you mad in the comment section? Acting sad and real depressing. You got the wrong coin, keep guessing. And when we take off, I hope you learn your lesson. I bet you listen now. If you're holding XRP, it's a real blessing. But remember, you gon' be tested. Hold till we headed up in ascension. 2020, the year of the vision. Looking down like, yeah, you missed it. XRP to the moon, and we never coming back. I hope you got your bags packed. I got stacks on stacks. I got racks on racks. XRP, the greatest coin ever created. Green hope, raging, hold a strong. Name of the game is patience. Don't sell early, please keep on waiting. But every day they gon' try to sway you away and make you give up, but don't fall for the bait. You hold in the great. We may blast late, but when we go, we gon' blow way past all the hate. Red candles get 8, green bars, hey, hey. You missed out, what a shame. You the only one to blame. You fell victim to the game as we blast through the flames. This world will never be the same. Past the moon, it's insane. Grand slam ball game. Please proclaim a new king. Game over, ding ding. Moonwalking as we sing. I on a prize, yeah, did his thing. X on my neck, bling bling. You missed the boat, I bet it stings. All hail the new king, bouncing up like a spring, looking like hope turning green. We just keep pumping. S coins keep dumping, they keep slumping. XRP.
All right. Welcome everybody. Let's put some birds and water so it's not as boring. All right. Oh, so that's not for now. Here, let's go there. All right. So welcome to the very first news channel, um, Julius World News Channel. So JWNC. Uh, Maybe it's a bit too loud. Let's just drop the noise a bit here. Oh, not all of it. All right, so it's the first time doing this here live. So let's go back to my birds. All right, so that's me there, by the way, on Twitter. So if you want to join or follow me or check me out, that's me. That's legit. I'm a person. I'm not a bot. I'm actually a real person, and I'm actually paying per month to be on Twitter because see, I'm like the hexagon logo. Even the rich person on Twitter don't have that, so they're so cheap. They don't even pay the $4 a month or something to be on Twitter, but they want to buy it, right? That's kind of I don't know. Anyways, that's that's another story for another time. Anyways, so that's my Twitter account here, and next to it, it's my Instagram account. So both of them are public, so they're not private. In the mean that everybody is welcome. To a certain extent, I mean, if you're very loud, if you're trying to be scamming, or if you're trying to be rude to people, or hateful or anything bad really, I have no problem kicking you out anytime. um, I rather an environment where we can discuss, an environment where it's calm, it's collected, and then we can be logical about our discussion, not emotional. Yes, emotion is very important, but when we have big important talks between people, we need to let the emotion a little bit, let it out. Don't use the full emotion. So use your logical mind. You need to be a critical thinker to use your logical mind. So, and also another thing that could help in the whole process is also to be mindful. So to be aware of what's going on around you, your situational awareness, basically. Um, let's go back to a short story. Um, why I'm doing this and why now. I'm not very young, but I'm not very old either. I'm in around a 40 years old range, so I got life experience. I was 20. I'm a 20-year veteran, Army veteran with the Canadian Armed Forces. I'm retired now, um, and I'm enjoying my retirement a lot. And I got projects and stuff like this one. I could not do while I was serving because I was wearing the uniform. And when you wear the uniform, there's a lot of stuff you cannot say, cannot do. Um, and I could go to another video just on that. I don't want to make this first live, to be super long. And I'm just doing an intro on myself because it's the first live and the first news. So I don't take any side, by the way. I'm not left or right. I consider myself more central or more. I respect, even if I don't like an opinion, I respect it. That's what I mean by that. All right. Um, so now that I'm retired, I can do these things that I could not do while I was serving. So to go back to that. So just to give you an idea to what kind of post I do on Instagram, it was mostly pictures, photograph, and then also in the photograph, you always have either a secret meaning, poems, different things. This one, I'll let you decide what it is. Uh, So LDV is, I know that exactly because I wrote it. It's Leonardo da Vinci. So anyways, it's all quotes from LDV. It's just easier to say. Example, this one, it's a quote from Albert Einstein in French. You can translate it. Now it's pretty easy to translate pretty much everything, so there's no excuse on not knowing another language really, or not trying to understand what it's written, especially written, because you can copy paste, go to a translator and know exactly what they mean. Sometimes you might not get the exact meaning, but like you know what I mean. Uh, so this one is Sigmund Freud. I don't know how to say it in English. Freud in French. So anyways, let's. I'm just like giving you an idea. Just let's X out here. So yeah, I read a lot. I'm a book collectioner. I like to, especially older books. I like to, I like older stuff. So anyway, so that gives you an idea. It's mostly pictures, but sometimes there's messages in the pictures, or sometimes even videos. It's rare though. I don't really do videos on Instagram that much. It's mostly, like I said, picture and little quotes, so little thing to think about. Um, so now back to we're probably a while already in the video. Sometimes when I start talking, what are we in the video right now? 9 minutes already. Okay, I'll speed it up a bit. All right, so first news, or first, first news here. So cryptocurrency company accidentally transferred 10.5 million to Australian woman and doesn't notice for 7 months. Oh man, that just to give you an idea of bureaucracy and the whole system sometimes is so slow. Imagine if everything was on the blockchain, everything was like super quick, super efficient. We would not have these problems. Or if we did, it would be solved a lot faster in 7 months. We're talking maximum days. And if that, if that. Anyways, the funny thing with that news, that news is from the Guardian, by the way. You got to hear the information to go there. The URL, if you like the specific terms. So the funny story with this is they gave back 10.5 millions, but it was supposed to be just $100. Oh man, imagine you make profit of this out of the 10.5, you make profit of 10.5. Example, you double it. You pay your taxes and stuff like that, and you pay back the 10.5 million, and you're still millions ahead. if if they could have used it that way eh, and make profit, but they could have lost it too. And then now they're in big trouble because they owe millions. So there's always that side of the story as well. Uh, but usually when you get stuff like that, it's probably better not to touch it for a few days. But 7 months, that's a long, long, long time. Anyways, yeah, that news is pretty cool. Um, oh, the interest, 27,000 in interest. Whew. And I presume this is probably in Australian dollars because, well, the Guardian is it? Yeah, it's from Australia, so it's Australian dollars. So Australian dollars, what are we here? So 10.5, it's probably around 7 million US-ish, which is still a lot of money for 100, for like maybe 60 USD. Anyways, so Ripple, news for Ripple next. Um, so there's thanks from U Degrees today. Here's the URL here on top. That's where I took the information. That's a source of the information. Of this exact information I'm giving you, I double crossed, not double crossed, but I double checked it. I checked a few information and it checks out from what I can tell. And this is also a good person to follow. If you follow Xrp Ripple on Twitter, follow follow the right person though, the correct person, not the scammers. Um, so yeah, so okay, so back to the news. Ripple lawsuit. Here's important dates to note in September. So September, we're pretty much in September now, September 1st. So yeah, with key times upcoming. All right, all right. So what are the key times? Let's check this here. So yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. It's all checked out before I all did before I did the live. It was all checked. That's why you see on top. It's all what I'm gonna talk about. It's all pre. It's a program. Let's just say a news program. So it's already pre-programmed. Sometimes I just the good things is it's my own program. So if it goes 30 minutes instead of 20 minutes, so be it. Not so bad. I don't have like commercials to stop by or whatever. Like I just do my news. So that's the good things. If it takes 45 minutes, well, it's gonna take 45 minutes. I'll adjust, but it's a live, so I don't know how the live's gonna last. So that's the magic of lives. Okay, so Judge Torres. Dear Judge Torres, the par I'll get that closer. The parties respectfully submit this joint application to request a briefing schedule for motions to seal portions of the parties filing in connection with their motions to exclude expert testimonies. The exclusion motions. Expose. Anyways, like that's liar talk. Um, so here are the dates. So all briefing and supporting document to be filed under still August 9th. So August 9th, it's 8 days from now. Um, oh, August 30, so that's past. Exclusion motion reply bug. Okay, so we see like August is already done. September 9. So I guess September 9 and 16 is probably the two big dates for September. So the first and the second week of September. Well, technically that would be the second week here, but uh, third, fourth, fifth. Anyways, you know what I mean. I just said a date. Okay, so let's close this here. So it's gonna be easier to read if you actually read this. I'm just giving you some news to check out for today, and who I'm gonna talk about in the next few either lives or the next few videos. Um, so yeah, he's talking about September 9th here. Oh, September 13th here. Motion for summary judgment are anticipated. Okay, October. Oh, so there's this October date. Oops, there's October date here. So the opposition must be received by October. So really, like everything's gonna be around this date. Like don't expect anything to be closed before that, unless they come to some kind of agreement or the U.S. government or somebody else, like banks, higher entities, um, decides that we have to go faster. They might accelerate the whole process. But my not prediction, but my forecast, it's probably around the end of 2022. The whole Ripple XRP is going to be pretty much, at least the law case, it's going to be pretty much done or about to be done. So let's go back to. So I already talked about Ripple. So XRP is one I'm following daily since years. Um, I don't know, like 5 or 6 maybe. Um, I didn't really put money 5, 6 years ago. Unfortunately, I should have, but that's okay. I was watching the market, being watching it, but um, you know, uh, as if I was interested maybe at putting some money. So watching it, but with interest, not just like for just to say I did. Like there's something more to it. Like there's a long-term plan to the whole crypto thing that I truly believe in. Um, but that's not today. That's not tomorrow. We're talking 2025, 2030. So we're talking, years from now. But you cannot construct a big building or like a bridge in one day. It takes months and years, to construct something great. So same thing with wealth. You not create wealth with just spending $10 every year. It's not gonna go too far. But anyways, it's to reinvest and to make profit and always looking to find opportunities. Very important. Very, very, very important. They're everywhere if you're mindful and you look for them. Algorand, another one I really love. It's probably, I'd say my second or third favorite. I'm not too sure. Probably third favorite. So I really like it. Um, what am I hiding here? Nothing. Perfect. Um, so Algorand is another crypto, but just not crypto. It's a whole system on its own, and it does a lot of stuff, as you can see. DeFi, NFT infrastructure, very important for governments or bankings entities. Grants, partnership, blah blah blah. So yeah, they do a lot. They do quite a bit, and I like the logo as well. It's kind of cool. Um, it's like two A's, probably for the first one and the second one here. A and a, and it's double A's. You know, it's golden double A's. Center for Excellence. It makes sense. You know, like the logo is huge. People put little, some people, not everybody, but some people take little notice on logos, but they are huge. They mean a lot of stuff, sometimes hidden. That if you're more in the occult knowledge or like the history that's not so readily available, let's just say, um, then you find a lot of those around modern days logos. But I'm not gonna say which one. I'm just gonna say what I'm saying. You do your own research. By the way, don't listen to everything I say. Nothing here is financial advice. Nothing at all. Do your own thing. Because I'm not gonna be here forever. I'm gonna die one day. So if you're always wanting for my answers, well, you're gonna be really messed up one day. So to to learn by yourself. Learn to be yourself. Learn to be you, and like being you, and never stop learning. That's one of the important thing I should re-emphasize really, like, even though like it's supposed to be news. I'm just doing a live, so I'm just like free spinning, so I guess it's turning a bit more spiritual. That's okay. um I'll just go with the flow here. So all right. So the ecosystem, so DeFi here. Let's see what they are. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's what they have in their stuff. So dApps, so decentralized, for D for decentralized apps. So dApps. Uh, Borrowing and lending. So that's gonna be kind of cool in the future, because you know banks. You try to do business on a Saturday and Sundays, or like late at night, or early in the morning. They're not open. Uh, and in their banking, it's getting better, but it's not like crypto. Crypto, you can poof instantly, like everything is transferred, paf, 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 like so quick. Uh, and it's 24/7. Like no, I was gonna swear, but no messing around. I just say that. Um, so yeah, they can do NFTs as well on their platform. I don't have any, so I don't really know how to use it or anything, but it should be simple. And then Algorand is like super cheap to send, and it's super quick as well. Um, so it's a good. Anyways, it's my second or third favorite, and I really like it. I'm gonna go more in depth into a video because, like right now, I'm just going through a lot, right? And I need to cut short on time, so I need to go on. So Algorand is really like Algorand. Um, I will go in a in-depth video in Algorand later on. Same as Ripple, not Ripple, but same as XRP. And I'll do a separate video on Ripple because they're two separate things. One is a business and the other one is a cryptocurrency. Without the business, a cryptocurrency lives and keeps trading. Without the business, it's not that we don't care about the business, but it's not needed. Uh, on the other hand, well, if XRP doesn't exist, which I doubt it, uh, Ripple can survive. Uh, that I'm not sure. Uh, So I'll do a definitely in depth on XRP slash and Ripple. Uh, I'll do one on Algorand, and I'll talk more into his founder, which is award winning with the Alan Turing. So yeah, they're Turing, the Alan Turing award. So mathematical computer award, super high end award, like a basic, almost like the Nobel Prize of that category. So and the founder of Algorand, Silvio Macaulay, I think. The last name I'm not. Well, I can check here. That's actually about us. Yeah, team. I'll show you right now. That's even better. I'm surprised it's not on top. Probably because it's not part of the team. He's the board. Yeah, makes more sense. No, what? Where is he? Huh. So, anyways, I can do a quick search. Um, oops. Ah, Mikali. That's it. Silvio Mikali. I think that's the right way to pronounce it too. Silvio Mikali. Uh, Mikali. Silvio Micali, something like that. So, anyways, that's the guy I was talking about that when won the award, super prestigious award. So that's not the only reason why I like Algorand, but right there, and also it's a green cryptocurrency. Green meaning that carbon green, and it's going to be liked by governments because governments want a more green agenda, let's just say. And that's something this guy can offer. It's actually carbon negative. Like carbon negative offset, or something like that. So basically, it's actually like helping nature versus polluting. You know what I mean? Like he's not a polluter. He's actually helping against pollution. So, that's another huge reason why I like Algorand. By the way, so let's close this. We don't need this anymore. Let's go back to Quant. So Quant is, I'd say, my second favorite after XRP. I have a decent amount of them, and I really like it. And I'm gonna accumulate more when the price is right. If it ever goes back to 40, 50 range, that's a good range to buy, in my opinion. Not a financial advice, but that's a good price, in my opinion. If it goes below $100, really US, it's decent. But like in the below 50, that's really good. Really, way better. Anyways, like it's doubly better. um, but I got a bag, and if it moons, I'm not gonna lose because I got a bag. I'm gonna moon with it, but at the same time, I could have more. Like I'm not exactly happy with the amount, but I have probably more than a good portion of the world population, anyways. But it's still don't something I don't like. So imagine. Um, um, so quant. QNT, by the way. That's how you the three letters diminutive for trading. That goes with. If you're looking for trading, like the synonym, the short form of it. So QNT, quant. It's usually you can say quant or quant network. most people will understand. If there, most people in crypto will understand you. Not in crypto, you have to be more specific because it's not very well known to still a very big portion of the population, unfortunately. One day people is gonna have a big slap in their face and realize, oh, I should have. But some people learn the hard way, like the internet, right? Oh, it's just a fad in the late 90s. It's gonna pass. Internet is like nothing. Uh, Nobody's gonna use the internet in the future. Yeah, it went. It aged well. Let's just say. So quant network. Um, uh, it's difficult to exactly say what it is because they do different things, but I would say the major thing is interledger. So the interconnection, what they're gonna bring a more united crypto universe. That's probably the best way to put it. It's gonna connect everything together, and everything is gonna be not just connected, but they can example like NFT you get from another from nah, I'm not. It's not for sure. I'm just it's an hypothesis. Hypothesis. It's something I'm thinking maybe it will happen. So what I'm saying is the NFT from a different chain. Let's say NFT that's from Ethereum. Uh, they might be able to move them from Ethereum to, let's say, Ripple, or from Ethereum to Algorand, from Ethereum to let's just say another one, HBAR. Ether HBAR. That's another one I like. That has NFT on their chain. That maybe Quant can move stuff around without being a problem, uh, or minimizing the problems, or making it more seamless, or connecting people, uniting people better, basically, within blockchain, crypto, Ashgraph. You know what I mean? Like the different technologies to transfer value, transfer information, transfer everything really. Um, so I really really like quant. And another huge thing for quant. I know for people that don't understand rarity and how rare things are, and how the potential in price because of rarity something is. Uh, some people don't get that, but anyways, so if quant becomes super super not just popular but mainstream, the price will go up enormously. I don't know exactly the numbers, but it's gonna go up like not double, triple, more than 10 times, more than air. It's gonna go up like crazy. Like something I've never seen before. Well, I've seen before, but like not while having something on the line, let's just say, involved. So if it goes up like the way I think it will, oh man, this one, like I don't want to put numbers because who knows? The maximum I think it's like 14 million coins. 14 millions. It seems a lot, but it's not. It's not a lot. It's less than Bitcoin. 21 million. And Bitcoin is supposed to be something super rare. So 14 millions is a lot rarer than 21 millions, if you know what I mean. So if it becomes super important into the blockchain economy and structure and infrastructure, let's say, then quant will have to go up in price. Oh yeah, there's no other way. There's no other way to go up in price because they're so rare, and people will want them. because they're so rare, and will speculate on the price, and then will keep a bag like me. Or I don't just speculate. I mean, I call myself more like an investor than a speculator. I invest for the future. Like I'm like long term. I'm not just like a day trader, a month trader. If there's good deals, there's good deals. But generally, I don't trade. I accumulate. So I invest long term for like one of my target is 2025. I foresee a big boom in crypto around 24, 25. Um, and well, that's gonna involve a lot of money influx going into the market. So that means everything in the market is gonna be reevaluated to higher prices. It's all offer and demand and offer demand, really. So there's so many of it, so many people can have it. As simple as that. Like I mean, that's why like super rare painting are super expensive. It's because it's the only one. It's like it's like a real life NFT, really, because nobody can copy. Uh, let's say like the Mona Lisa. Yeah, you can try to do it, but it's never gonna be 4, 5, 600 years old. It's gonna be 1, 2 years old. Yeah, cool. It's gonna be great. You're gonna have like the painting might be great, but it's never gonna be the same. Never, ever, 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 ever gonna be the same. That's what NFT means. There's nobody can be the same. Uh, as simple as that. Uh, None for no. Fungible, I don't really know. I would have to check the etymology of it. And token is a coin or something, or a ticket, something really. Like it doesn't mean a coin that you can hold. Like it's just something. Anyways, quant is very nice. Just say that. I'll go also to a very detailed video on this one in the future. Um, yeah. So next one. I'm thirsty. One sec. Oh, that's good. Okay, next. Thank you for being so patient and just enjoying the birds and the water and my voice, I guess. Um, Edra smart contracts. So smart contracts is more known for Ethereum is more known for being the smart contract king, emperor, or whatever you want to call it. Um, but more and more, a lot of different not just crypto, but different platforms, I would say. Platform is probably a better word. Or like a crypto operating system. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just a coin, there's like the whole thing around the coin. Like, there's like a universe within the coin. That's why quant is so important to make the different universe talk to each other. To, you know, uh, don't know if that makes it more understandable for day to day, but that's how I like to say it. So H bar, H bar. Oh, look at that, going carbon negative at Edera. Most governments are going green, right? That could be a good thing. Just saying. Um, if you know how to read the policy and where the governments are going towards, and how companies are going and want to go in the future, if they have pretty much the same agenda or the similar agendas, and good leadership, it's pretty tough to go wrong. I mean, yes, I did mistakes. I think everybody does. Um, and I learned. I think the most important thing is it's not necessarily the mistakes, but what you do with those mistakes. So if you learn from your mistakes and you never do that mistake again, then that mistake was helpful. Then that was a good mistake to do then. You know what I mean? Like, don't be scared of mistakes. They could be life changing for you. One mistake can change your whole life just because of a mistake. So don't beat yourself up in the sense that don't uh, don't always be so negative on yourself. Be positive. And I know it's tough to say with all the monetary blah 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 and all everything that's going on in the world. But your attitude, nobody can control your attitude. You're the only one in control of your attitude, even in jail, even anywhere. Um, you can have like a crappy attitude or a good attitude, regardless where you are and your circumstance, your situation. Um, so attitude is big. Let's just say that. So let's just have some look at some partners. Edra Ashcraft partner. I also like the founder of HBAR, which is pretty cool. Don't remember his name by heart. If I see it, I would remember it, but right now I don't remember. So Boeing, Chainlink, I believe it's Link, Chainlink. DBS, if I remember correctly, that's like a bank, some kind of a banking thing. But I could be wrong. So that looks like telecom for Germany or something around Germany. LG, well, it's LG. I think I don't have to say who they are. IBM. I don't really need to say who they are if you're into computers. Google. Well, if you did some research recently, good chances it's from Google or something else. But mostly you use Google in the past 5, 6, 10 years. Um, they're huge, by the way. Ubisoft is for gaming. I'm going to other ones. I'm not saying they're not big. I just don't know them as much or as good, so I don't want to talk about something I don't really know. But I know Ubisoft is very good for gaming. So that's good because if they're good in gaming and they want to be in metaverse and crypto, then they are partner with Edera. So maybe they will use HBAR for that. Speculation again, nothing for sure. A quick overview here of the speed of HBAR and not just the speed, but how much it costs, how much everything basically. So transaction per second, average fees, transaction confirmation. So how long it takes for from both ends to be sent received, basically. Energy use per transaction. So how efficient in energy it is or not. Um, so the lower this thing is, the better. The lower this thing is, better. The lower this thing is, better unless you want to pay more. Uh, and the higher this thing is better. Um, because you want something that's fast. So HBAR is definitely something that's fast. It's definitely something that's cheap compared to the rest, compared to the two biggest cryptos. Cryptos or blockchain, whatever you want to call it. It's cryptocurrency, both of them. Uh, Transaction confirmation. So the how long does it take uh, from both sides to be sent and received? Uh, so 10 minutes to an hour. Seriously, that's not so good, but a lot better than a banking wire, I guess. Because a banking wire would be 3 to 4 days or 5 days or whatever, sometimes 2 weeks. So I guess an hour could be a lot better in 2 weeks or 5 days. So yeah, you can see it that way, and it's 24/7. So it's still not bad compared to banking, regardless of that. But let's go. So Ethereum is 10 to 20 seconds, which is decently fast. But it's fairly expensive though. So fast, expensive, slow, a bit more expensive. uh, you know what I'm trying to get at here? Um, so if you do microtransaction for one or the other, is microtransaction is a no-go with Ethereum or Bitcoin unless you want to pay more than your what you want to transfer. So that doesn't make sense. So for big transaction, these two big guys make sense. Uh, and when I say big transaction, I'm talking about hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. Like I'm talking like way big, not just like your daily transaction of the normal people. I'd say this can be used for normal people because it can be used for microtransaction as well, because it costs not even a cent to do any transaction, regardless of the price. Well, I would not say regardless of the price because I'm not 100% sure, but anyways, you know what I mean. Like it's from this graph, this is like if my math is correct, it's like 1% of 1 cent. So 1% of 1 cent compared to 20 bucks. Which one would you rather pay? Basically nothing or 20 bucks? I'll let you decide. Now for what it is about the power. Look at the difference. So Bitcoin requires a lot of power to be mined. And then why people need to be mining Bitcoin, one would say. Well, you need miners because miners are also the authenticator. So they're basically the miners are basically the infrastructure of the crypto for this specific crypto. Not all cryptos are the same, so keep that in mind. Not they're not all different, but they're also not all the same. So they can be similar but be different also. So it's not as black and white as people think. So Bitcoin requires a lot of energy, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And only 3 transactions per second compared to 10,000 per second, 10,000 plus per second, because they're gonna do an upgrade to have more. It's super efficient also um, in terms of electricity and how much it costs for all the infrastructure to run, basically. And Ethereum is there, but I believe with the Ethereum merge coming soon, I believe second week of September ish. The target I think is 15 September, but it's gonna be before that. It's probably gonna be like the 12 ish September. Uh, and I think when they when they do the merge, this will go down a lot. So it's gonna be a lot more energy efficient. Uh, this cost gonna go down or by a lot. I don't know how much, but I believe it's gonna go down by a lot when the merge comes in. Um, by pretty much all of it, I mean. And this will go up considerably, and I think it's gonna be faster as well. So watch out for the merge. Ethereum merge is gonna be a big thing too. Um, for the Ethereum miners, it's gonna suck because you won't have Ethereum to mine anymore. Um, you will have to mine something else, but or sell your gear. So to go back to HBAR. So HBAR, you can have NFTs on there. It's a lot cheaper to for gas fees on. It's not called gas fees on Edera platform compared to Ethereum. It's called something else. I don't remember what it is. But it's basically zero. It's basically nothing. Compared to Ethereum, sometimes it's pay $2, sometimes it's $20. I paid fees of $100 over. Um, it is what it is. I prefer platforms or cryptos that are cheap to transfer because I don't like fees. Uh, I don't like banks because I don't like fees. But there's a lot more reason I don't like banks, but I won't go in depth into this right now. Uh, but I'm definitely into crypto, and I believe it's the maybe not the next banking, but it's going to be part of the banking system. It might replace it. It might not replace it. I mean, it might replace it, or it might not. It's definitely going to be part of the new one, the new banking system. I'm almost sure, 100%. I'd say 98% or 99. Like, I'm very sure. So next, oops, XLM. Okay, yeah, I like XLM as well. Um, Stellar. um, it's part of the ISO 20022. Um, and it's I would say like a brother or cousin of Xrp. It's very similar to Xrp and everything it does. It's not exactly a copycat, but it's not. But it's very similar. And I also like it. Uh, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm all in XRP, or I'm all in XLM. No, I rather have both, and I'll let you fight. I'll just have both. So, like, I have like 30 plus or probably 40 plus cryptos. So I'm not a maxi in one or two. Yes, I prefer some over others, but I'm not saying that this is the best and nothing else, and everything else is crap. That's a dangerous talk. That's extremist talk in my books. Um, and I'm not. So let's go to IOTA. Oh, actually, I skipped one. XDC. XDC is another one I follow daily. Well, not daily, sorry. I follow maybe weekly. I don't follow it as much as XRP, but I still follow it. Another one that's like super fast, super efficient, super everything. And you will see some kind of pattern in what I choose. I prefer crypto that's ISO 20022, not efficient, but regulated or um, no, they're part of that standard. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we need something to boost up something. I'll just say here. So XDC is very good, but let's just go. I like this one.
I don't listen to no false prophets. Too busy getting to them profits. Got my stakes locked in. 1% and they can't stop it. We got plenty of options. We got plenty of options. I don't listen to no false prophets. Too busy getting to them profits. Got my stakes locked in. 1% and they can't stop it. We got plenty of options. We got plenty of options. I don't listen to no false prophets. Too busy getting to them profits. Got my stakes locked in. 1% and they can't stop it. We got plenty options. We got plenty. I don't listen to no false prophets. Busy stuffing, filling up my stockings. Hardware wallets in my pocket. Swipe my XRP when I go shopping. Black diamond car, we moon hopping. Big numbers, yeah, we got plenty options. Army strong, SEC want your bags, but they can't stop it. They know what you holding, so they plotting. Burning from them ashes, rise of the phoenix. No more COVID screenings, you crypto dreaming. I don't listen to no false prophets. Too busy getting to them profits. Got my stakes locked in.
All right. So it was just to boost the morale a bit, because the birds sometimes, whew. Let's go back to them. Okay, so I'll go a bit quicker. So XDC is also a very good one. Unfortunately, right now it's no, actually, I think they change. I think they are on their own platform. They used to be only on Ethereum, but now yeah, I believe I'll have to go in depth on this one. But that's it's in my top 10, top 15, I'd say. So I really like it, but it's not very well known and not very well. It's used quite a bit actually. So next one is IOTA. I'm gonna go. That's the official website, by the way. I'll just go back to. So that's the official website here for Algorand. Official website for Quant Network. The official website for Edra HBAR. Uh, the official website for Zinf. Well, it's Zinfin, but it's XDC, or you know what I mean. Like sometimes it can be two things, but it's the one who created XDC. That's what I'm talking. IOTA is the same thing here, the official website. They have their own crypto and everything. It's also green. It's also part of ISO 20002 and many things. I don't have any though, and it's not on my top anything. Um, in the future, probably not too far, I might get some, but right now I don't have any. So the Digital Pound Foundation, it's been online for a while actually already. So, and as you can see here below, so view more. Oh no, that's the wrong one. So if you look here, ah, that's also the wrong one. One sec, I got too many things open. So let's close this and okay, so member community, so partners. So Avalanche is part of it. Uh, Accenture, Quant, Ripple, hello hello, Electronium, another one I don't really know too much about Electronium, but I have a big bag of it, just in case. You know, I feel like it might be something in the future. CGI, it's another big thing. I don't really know too much about it, but it's big. Um, so right off the bat, you can tell uh, this one, three, and I got a little bit of I got all of the crypto that's part of it. I have it in different quantities. So I don't check this website daily, but I check it regularly to see updates. But something that came up recently that's fairly new is the Digital Dollar project. Very similar to the Digital Pound Foundation, just different wordings, I guess, and but pretty much the same. So project partners, let's have a look. Again, surprise, surprise, Accenture, Digital Dollar Foundation. Oh, very similar to the Digital Pound Foundation. Accenture. Um, and if you remember, oh, that's why. Uh, if you remember correctly, or if you didn't know, I guess. Let's go back to it. If you didn't know, Accenture and Ripple are partners since a while. Uh, see, that's see, there you go. I don't need to go too far, huh? Look at this. Bam. So, yeah, I rest my case on that one, I guess. So ISO 20022. I don't really know exactly how it's the proper way to say it, but I like to say 20022 or 20022. But I think it might be 20022. I think it sounds better and it's faster, but I could be wrong. Um, Another thing to check, so there's crypto that's part of this, or not just part of it, but they respect that standard. So they're yeah, they're part of the standard, basically. Um, so that's another thing you should check on your own. It's why ISO 20022 is important in relation to some crypto and in relation to the next page. Ooh, Swift. Swift. It's been online since what, 73 or 71 or something like that. 73, I think. 1973. So close to what's 50 years next year. So it's due. It's due to change, and um, it's a bit why banking. Wow, I'll say that again. It's a little bit why. Not. I again, it's my opinion. It's a little bit why banking is kind of slow. Is because they have to use Swift, and Swift is a technology. It's an ancient technology. It's an old technology. Yes, they did updates. Yes, they did stuff to make it faster. But because people complained. Um, for the longest time, people didn't complain because first the internet. What the hell? Okay, I don't like you. Um, I totally lost my train of thought. That bird really got to me. Um, um, yeah, Swift. Yeah, it got some upgrades and they got better, they're faster, but it's still, yeah. Check on your own. Check the the interconnected, how connected ISO 20022 and Swift is, and make your own informed opinion on it. That's what I suggest to you. And so yeah. So here are some of the main subject I like to talk about. So I'll go quick. So that'll be basically I like to talk about funny news. There's no funny news this time, but sometimes there is. Well, I guess funny news. This kind of funny actually. So I guess you can consider this one as funny. Um, well, yeah, it's kind of funny. So I started note on a funny one. So I guess I'm true to what I'm saying. Um, so I like to talk about funny but true news or news that happened. Um, I like to talk about Ripple, the lawsuit, XRP itself, or not talk about, but like to read or learn about it. Um, Also, his little cousin or brother XLM, Stellar, Algorand, Quant Network, HBAR or Edera HBAR, uh, Zenfin XDC, IOTA, Digital Pond Foundation. I just like to stay on top of the news with this one. The Digital Dollar Project, it's fairly new, so I want to get more information and see how connected it is to what I think it is. I stay current on ISO 20022 and Swift. I definitely stay current on my own page, and same as this. I used to post daily on Instagram, but now it's more like daily or every 2 3 days, depending. On Twitter, it's pretty much daily. Um, and I'll close note on this one here. It's a cool video, so it's related to Swift, ISO 20022. Not necessarily Swift, sorry. It's related to ISO 20022 and some cryptos. So let's check this out.
From a bank's and from a client's point of view, ISO 20022 should bring us better data quality for payments, for reconciliation, for data analytics. This is why we are investing in this space. We analyze the business impact of ISO 20022. Whilst absolutely preparing for the technical change, we work through the value chain to analyze the business impact and be prepared for it, for our benefit and for the benefits of our clients. If a bank is an intermediary services provider in the correspondent banking space, the bank should prepare itself to be an early adopter by November 2021. In order to do so, the importance of the project or the program needs to be
That changed, by the way. You said November 21, but it got pushed 1 year ahead for November 22, by the way.
underscored on C-level in that bank, because it is a complex project which requires top-level support. The second piece is seek advice from market infrastructures, from SWIFT, and also from other leading correspondent banking providers. So we have issued a couple of guidance papers on ISO 20022 migration and market infrastructure migration. The latest one we issued just before Cybos. This is meant to support our clients and counterparts in preparation for this massive change. On that basis, we go into a number of dialogues with our clients to help them in this preparation. If you don't consider to be an early adopter and you are playing in the intermediary space and are a correspondent banking provider, you run the risk of data truncation. That means you are receiving ISO 20022 rich data, however, you can't process them, nor can you pass them on to other providers or other banks or corporates. And this is a risk that every player should be avoiding when being an intermediary service provider.
Nobody believes the Bible is true.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not doing a Bible thing today. So yeah, that was it. It took a bit longer than expected, but that's okay. Um, I'll put it as my first live, that's why. Like the intro and the different things. Usually, I would like to do my news about half an hour, maybe less. Um, that's what I'm trying to aim at, maybe 20-25 minutes approximately. Sometimes maybe there's less news, maybe a 15 one, 10-15 minutes maybe. But usually I would like to prefer 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes if I got big subject to talk about, or maybe do a full hour if I want to go deep into something. Um, so what we did here, an hour and 9 minutes. So yeah, I think that's it. Um, uh, Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.